Welcome to the final day of 2018. Happy New Year's Eve, everyone. It's 21 News Chief Meteorologist Eric Wilhelm with a morning weather briefing for you. We've got a lot of weather to talk about on this final day of the year and as we get set to head into 2019 tomorrow. So let's not waste any time. We'll get right to the details. Story number one, it's going to rain. It's going to turn out to be, appropriately enough, a real soggy end of the year. We are going to be very close to making it to second place on the list of wettest years on record in Youngstown, trailing only 2011. We need 0.74 inches worth of rain before midnight tonight in order to jump up to second place. But at the very least, it'll be the third wettest year on record here in the Youngstown area. And we're not alone on this. Lots and lots of places across the Ohio Valley, the Mid-Atlantic states, parts of New England, experiencing their wettest or very close to their wettest year on record. So this rain is pushing in from the south and west, and that is story number one. We're going to time this out for you in just a second. Also want to tell you about a wind advisory that the Weather Service hoisted for the entire area starting later today. That's that shading through here. This wind advisory kicks in late today, and the wind will especially be problematic tonight, right around midnight, and especially after midnight. And I am concerned about some power outages as the new year begins because of the wet weather we're going to have today, loosening up the soil. The soil, of course, still not frozen because it hasn't been that cold lately. And then winds perhaps gusting to 50 miles per hour or so tonight, and that could cause some problems. So let's time out the rain first of all before we focus more on the wind. Here's our high-res futurecast showing, yeah, it's going to rain pretty much from midday on through the afternoon. Just plan on a washout. It's going to rain pretty consistently into the first couple of hours of the evening, but you'll notice we'll get into kind of a dry slot here as we go deeper into the evening. I've stopped the animation here at 9 p.m., 10 p.m., so the last couple of hours of the year will not be as wet as the afternoon and early evening. Now, there could be still some passing showers around, but the bigger story as we get closer to midnight is going to not be the rain, it's going to be the wind. Again, a passing shower possibility, but the wind could be problematic right around the start of the new year. Here's 10 o'clock this evening. Notice the deeper oranges and reds just off to our west. I think the winds here could gust as high as 50 right around midnight, and then the first couple of hours of the new year, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., a 50 to 55 mile per hour gust is going to be a possibility. So again, we're going to have to watch for the possibility of some power outages. And the rain, again, a close call from midday today through midnight tonight. A close call as to whether we make it up to second place on the list of wettest years on record. We need 0.74, and that's just about what I would expect us to get. There's pretty good model agreement here that it'll be between a half an inch and an inch, with a pretty good average being about 3/4 of an inch. So we'll be very close to making it to second place on the list of wettest years on record. But again, be prepared for the possibility of some power outages tonight as a result of the gusty winds. Wind advisory up for the entire television viewing area starting this evening and taking us into the first morning of the new year. I'll have updates throughout the day. Follow Emily Frazzini. She's in the studio this morning. And I'll see you this afternoon on 21 News at 6 and tonight at 11 with frequent updates on social media, and this evening on Weather for Weather Geeks and on TV. I'll do a quick review of the year in weather 2018, and I'll have an updated January 2019 forecast for you. We'll tell you if it's ever going to get cold and snowy this winter.